Today, let's travel back in time, 20,000 years, to discover how Earth's temperature has changed and what it tells us about our climate future. 20,000 years ago, our planet was deep in the last ice age. Massive ice sheets covered North America, Europe, and Asia. Global temperatures were about 6 degrees Celsius colder than today. Sea levels? Almost 120 meters lower, meaning large parts of today's coastlines didn't even exist. Around 15,000 years ago, Earth started to warm up naturally. This was driven by subtle changes in Earth's orbit and tilt, known as Milankovitch cycles. As ice melted, oceans rose, and new ecosystems began to flourish. By 10,000 years ago, the Ice Age had ended, giving birth to the Holocene epoch, the warm period we still live in today. For the next 10,000 years, Earth's temperature remained surprisingly stable. This stability allowed humans to invent agriculture, build civilizations, and thrive. A global temperature swing of just 1 degree Celsius could change rainfall patterns and food production, showing how finely balanced our climate really is. But even during this stable era, small ups and downs occurred. From the medieval warm period around the year 1000 to the Little Ice Age from about 1300 to 1850, when global temperatures dropped slightly, leading to harsh winters and crop failures. Yet, all these were natural variations within a narrow range. Then came the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century. Humans began burning coal, oil, and gas, releasing billions of tons of CO2 into the atmosphere. Since 1880, Earth's average temperature has risen by about 1.2 degrees Celsius, and it's still climbing. The rate of change now is 10 times faster than natural past cycles. We are now living in the Anthropocene, the human-influenced age. Global warming is melting glaciers, raising sea levels, and disrupting weather patterns. In just a few decades, we've undone the balance nature maintained for millennia. But there's still hope if we act. By switching to clean energy, protecting forests, and reducing emissions, we can write the next chapter, one of recovery, not ruin. The climate has always changed. But this time, it's in our hands.